Meaningful Use Stage 2, Core Set 12, Preventive Care Reminders. The requirement of Core Set 12 is to measure that more than 10% of all unique patients who have had 2 or more office visits with the eligible provider within the previous 24 months before the reporting period began are sent a reminder per patient preference, a reminder of upcoming health services that are due but not yet scheduled. Now, the objective of this is to use the information within the EHR to identify specific patients that need these reminders for preventive or follow-up care in order to send the reminders. Now, at the end of the reporting period for attestation, it is a numerical count of unique patients you will be demonstrating. So there will be a denominator and a numerator in the case of Core Set 12. The denominator will represent the total number of active patients, and again, that means those who have had at least 2 office visits within 24 months prior to the start of your reporting period. Numerator then will be the total number of those patients within the denominator who actually do receive a reminder that there are services due that they have not yet scheduled in prognosis, and that must exceed 10%. Now, these preventive services can include health maintenance, vaccination, as well as scheduled follow-ups. The electronic health record technology needs to identify that these services are required and at the same time verify that the patient doesn't already have a scheduled appointment. Now, within prognosis, these counts are by health maintenance, by the assessment follow-up, and by the vaccination. For an exclusion, the only way a provider can exempt themselves from Core Set 12 is if they have had no office visits in the previous 24 months prior to the reporting period. Now we're going to toggle into prognosis to generate these reminders. And this is from the patient reminders hyperlink on the home page. So I'm just going to click this hyperlink that says patient reminders. Now, the reminders feature is not just for meaningful use. So there are different choices and options in here, but meaningful use is all we're concerned with in today's video. So in the type drop down, I'm going to just go ahead and choose vaccination due. Notice you could also choose health maintenance due or follow-up due. And these again are based on services within the face sheet or the patient's chart, where encounter history shows 2 office visits in the past 24 months. And now there are services, in this case vaccinations, that are due and the patient has not yet scheduled an appointment. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put it in from July 1 through September 30th and say that that is the reporting period. And notice I have chosen stage 2 patients. Very important to make sure you're choosing stage 2 because the criteria is vastly different in stage 2 than it is in stage 1. And notice it shows that I do have a vaccination due for Mary Paltrow. Now to generate the reminder, in my action drop down, I can choose whether I am calling the patient. Now in this example for Mary, the email is grayed out, which indicates she does not have an email address under patient register. If she did, then email would also be an option and I could choose it as well, or I can ignore it. So I'm going to say phone call. You can add comments if you want to, and in case you get no answer, you can say remind me again so that it shows back up. Otherwise, once you generate the reminder, it will not continue to show up in this screen. Now I'm going to go back in this time and I'm going to choose follow-up due. Again, we're going to choose stage 2. And we'll do it this time to the end of the year. And I have nobody scheduled for follow-up within the next 3 months. So let's try health maintenance. And notice here I have 2 health maintenance now. I have Garth Redstrokes and I have Zachary Wonka.